If you're an international student thinking about studying in the US, then this video is for you. One of the questions I had, and what almost every student asks me, is this: what's the SAT? What's the ACT? And which one should I take? So in this video, I'm going to explain both of these step by step and in simple English. So at the end, you'll know exactly what these tests are, how they're different, and most importantly, which one is the right one for you. So, quick intro, I'm William Kasewu, and I moved from South Africa to America in 2013 as an international student. I started in a community college and later ended up at two Ivy League schools, Brown University and the University of Pennsylvania. Now, throughout my journey, I had to decide between taking the SAT or the ACT. And now this was one of the biggest things that actually shaped my academic journey. Okay, so let's get into it. So part one, the SAT and ACT are tests that US colleges use to decide if you're ready for university level work. So they're kind of like entrance exams where they'll be testing your reading, writing, and math skills. The ACT also includes a science section, so they'll be actually testing science. Now, not every college requires these tests anymore. Some colleges are what they call test optional. Now, here's the thing, as an international student, you really need to take one of these tests to help you stand out. And now the reason why is because it shows colleges that you're ready for college. And it also can help you get scholarships, and it also gives US schools something familiar to compare your application with, especially if your grades are from a different schooling system. So an A in America is common, but it might not be very common in your home. So even if a school is test optional, it's a smart move to take the test. Now part two, what's the difference between the SAT and the ACT? Now let's break it down nice and simple. Both tests are actually accepted by US colleges and universities. And that means you don't need to take both of the tests. You just need to pick the one that fits you best. Now here's a quick side-by-side comparison so that you can try and understand which test fits you best. Now for the SAT, this test focuses on reading, grammar, and math. There is no science section. And there's a little bit more time per question, and it's typically scored out of 1600. Now for the ACT, this test actually includes reading, grammar, math, and science. And also there's less time per question as it usually moves faster. And this test is actually scored out of 36. Now, the main difference between the ACT and the SAT is that the ACT has a science component and the SAT gives you a bit more time. Now, for part three, which one should you take as an international student? Now, let's talk to you. Which test is actually better if you're coming from outside the United States? Now, what I say over here is you should take the SAT if you're stronger in math, because typically the SAT math section is a little bit easier. So if you're stronger in math, you will really stand out. And then the other thing is if you like having more time to think whenever you are solving a problem, and also if you prefer fewer sections. So if you aren't that strong in science or don't want to do it, then you should definitely do the SAT. Now you should take the ACT if you can read and understand things fast, and if you're comfortable with graphs, charts, and data, because that's what you're going to see in the science section. Also, you need to be okay with tight time limits because you're going to have much less time doing the ACT. Now, in my experience, a lot of international students do better on the SAT than the ACT. And this is because the math is usually more familiar with students and there's no science section to worry about. But that's typically. The truth is, you need to find out if it's good for you. And the best way to do that is by taking a practice test for both. So you can find them free online and you can do them under timed conditions, just like the real thing. And then you can see which one feels better for you. And then you stick with that one as you go forward. Now, part 4, why does this matter? Now, you don't need to get a perfect score in your ACT or your SAT, but you need to have a strategy, right? Because choosing the right test can really boost your confidence and your results. Personally, I chose the SAT because I was stronger in math and I liked having more time for the reading section. Now that decision made everything else so much easier. It was one of the smartest choices I made early on, and you can do the same if you find out which test is best for you. So here's a quick recap on everything that we've just spoken about. The SAT and the ACT are college entrance tests. You only need to take one of them. The SAT is usually better for people who are good in math. The ACT is better if you are fast and you're good with science and reading. Now, to find out which one you're good at, you should take online tests to see which one you actually get a better score with. And then you focus on that test and become really good at it. Now, remember, you don't need to be perfect and you don't need to have a perfect score. But you need to be prepared because you are going to be competing with people who are. And in order for you to actually get that admissions, you need to put your best foot forward. So that starts by taking a test that is going to be best suited for you. Now, if you've liked this video, then definitely like and subscribe, as it lets me know that these are the type of videos that you want. So definitely comment down below and let me know your guys' choices of the test that you guys are preparing to do. And also let me know if this video helped you. So thank you so much, and I will be seeing you in the next video.